Hi, I'm Matt from HockeyReviews.ca, and this is what's in the bag player edition for 2018. I had a bunch of people ask me when I was going to do what's in the bag video, so here it is. Sorry, there's so much crap that I have to do it in kind of parts to show the areas without carrying the camera around. I'm trying to get good lighting, but sorry, it's in my basement. There's some weird noises. Regardless, so we'll start off on this shelf. This is kind of an accessory shelf, just hanging out like extra fit pieces. I have some Ribeiro slash guards, which I wasn't a huge fan of. So then I got some Evo Shield slash guards, which I did a video of these, of an unboxing kind of thing of these and putting these on. Huge fan of these, really recommend them. They're the best slash guards I've ever worn. So check those out if that's what you're looking for. I have a CCM Tax 110 helmet. This is a coaching helmet. And that's all I use it for, hence no cage. Next we have some Bionic steel skate pouch for my SB Black that came with my AS1s. And a Mod Squad hockey junkyard skate pouch, which is for my step steel for my AS1s. Right now there's Bionic steel in there, but this is just the extras. So that can go in there. Now for helmets, I have a couple helmets down here. So I have my FL90 CCM. I'm pretty big. I like this helmet, like the airflow, like how it fits. My only issue is my sweat runs down on it because I hear all the time. Black CCM. I think these are, the first fit light. It's really an 11K with some different padding. I got this at a Mod Squad event. I won a contest. And so I've been using that for a while. Really like how light the cage is. But yeah, so that's the CCM. And then my M11 Cascade. This thing's old. I'm a huge fan of it. It's super comfortable. It's really ugly, but again, it's really comfortable on my head, so I really like it. And I kind of have stuff to match, which is pretty lame, but it is what it is. I have a Warrior Alpha 1 helmet that I did a quick video on, but I'm trying to get a different color, so it's not over here, and I haven't worn it yet, so I'm keeping that out of this video. So I have a garter belt here. My jocks, which I'll show in the future, have a garter belt built in, but this is kind of an extra one just in case. So down here we have CCM Ultra Tax elbow pads. I got these from Mod Squad Hockey. Did a review on them. Big fan of them. But I'm doing a review on another pair, so these ones are kind of put to the side. So I have a bunch of player socks down here. Hurricanes ones down here that I wear, and I kind of rotate. So if I need a specific color, I will grab what pair of these from right there and then kind of go with it. I have a ton of player socks, but I collect a lot of player socks. So I collect jerseys, kind of get a matching set, so I don't really wear them. These are the ones I wear. Down here we have the Mission Fuel WS. Someone posted a picture of these on Reddit the other day, and they're the pink ones. I bought these a long time ago when I was playing ball hockey for about $40 from, I think it was Pure Hockey or something like that. I can't remember. And they're awful gloves. There's no padding. There's no padding at all. They're not broken in. They're really stiff, and they get hot. But they were $30, and I thought it was ridiculous, so I got those. And then down here, I have, it's called MF2s. I can't remember the brand of this at the moment, but it's from Michael Furland, I believe. So Yager wore these when they turned into combats. I do kind of like this glove. It's pretty comfortable, but it's a small for a 15. But the padding kind of isn't there. The protection, isn't really there on it. But it's comfy, but they're kind of, again, set aside for my other more favorite gloves. Also the palm ripped on the other one. So I don't wear it that much because of that palm rip, as you can see. Alright, so now we'll get into this shelf. So the gloves I'm currently using and reviewing are CCM FT1s. Now they're size 14, so I can't really use them one with this brace. So I have to just use one of them, and I use another glove I'll show you in a second. So I'm doing a review on these. I'm a big fan of them. They're super comfortable. They're lightweight. They're protective. They're very mobile. CCM did a really good job on these. So a review of that will be coming shortly. So as we move down, we hit my CCM Tax AS1s with the awesome Mod Squad junkyard covers. I use these medium arch insoles that they came with. These came with my FT ones. I don't like the ones that came with the AS ones. They weren't that good. So the full review of this skate coming in the future as well. I've been using these for a bit. Had to get them punched, had to get them stretched, but they're kind of comfortable now. So I don't really use these anymore, but since they're here, I still have them. CCM FT1 skates. These just never worked for me. They didn't work width-wise and depth-wise up here. I would get lace bite right here if I wore them too many games in a row. Otherwise, they're a really good skate in terms of flexibility because they move with their feet. I did a review on these. Just watch that if you're interested. I'll move on to it. Now, CCM UltraTac shin pads. These are 17 inches. I'm a huge fan of these shin pads. They're super protective. They last me a long time. My one issue is the knee pad thing right here was way too thin. So I added Bauer wrist guards. They're pour-on wrist guards for a bit extra protection. If I got hit here with a puck, it would absolutely kill. Added that, made it much more comfortable. The older version of these knee pads had really thick ones, and it was way better. But now I think with the pour-on, CCM kind of cheapened out a bit or went skinny to show off their tech. When the Pro Stock one of these has really thick knee donuts too. This one should have, but besides that, it's a great shin pad besides that. So my elbow pad I've been wearing recently is the FT1s, which are kind of interesting because they have composite up here, but then this part has no plastic in it. It's just hard foams. I haven't had any issues with these. They're pretty comfortable. They are a 3-piece elbow pad. But yeah, so I'm doing a review on these, which will come out in the future. I kind of like the strapping on them. It's pretty good. It keeps it locked down pretty good with this and that. So next we go to CCM QLT gloves. I got these for review for Mod Squad. Absolutely love these gloves. Love the cuff on them, which is actually similar to the cuff on the FT1s. They're very protective. They're comfortable. This palm isn't as good as the palm on the FT1, but it's comfy. I like these so much that I bought Pro Stock ones of these, but they don't count because they're not in my bag, and I don't use them. Next, Warrior Covert QRL gloves. I did a review of the QR edges. Let's actually check it out. I did a review of these too. These are the pros. These are like one of my favorite gloves. The protection's really good. The fingers, there's a bit issue with the fingers, but these are much better than the QR edges. If you can get these before the QR edge. QR edge has a nicer piece right here. It flares out a little bit differently, but besides that, these are a better glove. They're more padded. They have more breaks on the hands. So it's just these. I do like these a lot. That's just why they're down here. These are kind of my main gloves that I go to. So down here, we have my jock. And so I mentioned the jock with the gutter belt. I got this from a very nice guy in Finland. He brought them over to me, and when he was down visiting for a Mod Squad event. So anyways, I really love the CCM Pro jocks, better than the retail jocks. They're hard to find in Canada, really hard to find with the garter belts added onto it. So here's mine with the garter belts. I'm a huge fan of these. So I have the other one in case this one goes kind of dead on me because I have a backup without the garter belt. So moving on from that, we just have a couple shells, nothing really interesting. Actually, they're Mod Squad shells. So I guess I'll pull these out. So first I just have a Jersey 53 shell I did with some of my own branding on it for my international jerseys. I wanted a red pant, didn't have one at the time. So Mod Squad gets these black shells done up. So they're made by Warrior, have the awesome logo. These ones are Penn's colors because we were in Pittsburgh when we got these. These are really, really nice. And then these ones are the Penn's Ultimate colors, which is the Mod Squad colors for the Winterfest event. Again, very, very nice shells. Mod Squad does an excellent job on these. So instead of pulling those out, I'll throw them out of the way. Next we have shot blockers. I've been using these for a few years now, probably about 4 or 5. They're beat up, they work well, really protect my feet. I'm a huge fan of them. Next we have my CCM SuperTac shoulder pads. Again, got these to review on Mod Squad. Pretty big fan of these. Not quite as protective as I'd like, but they're pretty good. They're one of my favorite shoulder pads to wear. I like the adjustable cuffs and everything like that. I had the UltraTacs. These are just a step up from it. Just improved overall. Okay, so now that we're done that spot, I'll do a turn to the pants and we'll kind of go from there. All right, so everything to the right of this kind of little thing is my girlfriend, so don't worry about that. All right, so now we get onto my pant bucket and my glove shelf thing. So Pro Stock, Reebok Stye gloves. These are from the Connecticut Whale when they existed. They're super protective. They have nice digital palms, but they're so they're still kind of not broken in even after a few years. That kind of hard to stick handle with. Next we have Warrior Alpha QX Pros, super soft palm. I kind of use these just for shooting down here because there's a shooting pad and net over there. Don't like the protection in these. It's not good enough for me in the fingers. They're super broken in, super comfy out of the box, but not enough protection. QX Pros, or sorry, these are just the QX. Same thing, but even more because the fingers are more loose on these. I was wearing this for a bit with my brace just because I need a bigger glove for a brace. But then I found I had a pair of QL 500s, and this one fits much better for my brace, so I wear that one. So right now, because of the brace, I basically wear this glove with FT1s or a different one on my right hand. This glove is too bulky for me, and I always felt like it was falling off. But with the brace, it stays on. Without the brace, it just slides right off. So that's the goodness of this glove, I guess. So right here is where I put all my long underwear after it's used and it smells bad. It goes up here until I wash it. There's a nice foam mat down here. So then onto the pant bucket. So I like pants, as you can see. These are Buffalo Sabres Easton Eat Pro or Pro Third. It's like the Turd Burger pants. So I got these at the Buffalo Sabres store. They were on like sale. They were like $50, and they're the most padded and awesome pant ever. I'm really weird where I like to collect sets of things. So I have the socks, I have jersey of this, game worn, and I have the pants. So I don't actually wear these pants because it's kind of with the collection, but I have it for that. So let's kind of leave that there for now. So those are an XL, but they fit really big. So these are my CCM UCLP Islanders third jersey. I wanted pro stock pants. I wanted black pants. These were a good option. They weren't that expensive. I think it cost me $100 Canadian. They're very padded throughout, way more so than retail. I reviewed the Super Tax pants, and they're awful. These are 100 times better. So I always suggest go with that. These ones don't have the extensions on them. They're just the way they are. It's actually a two-piece pant, so you can undo the top, which is this part, and the lowers, which is this part, and change in between things. Next, we have CCM. So these are HP 45Xs. The X is for extra protection. These are XL plus 2s, so they're longer. You can kind of see when I held them up. These are crazy protective. These have like thick plastic throughout. These are amazing for protection. They're heavy though, and they're not they're pretty stiff right now. They're not really broken in, so I have to wear these more to break them in. These ones have a zipper for an extension on it. I didn't do that. These are already long enough, and they have suspender ties here. So again, these are super protective. I really like the style with the higher backs on these, so that's why I tried to get this one and that one. So next we go to, I think these are, so these are MPH 7000s. These are from the Connecticut Whale. These are my oldest pants. They're used, as you can see. Again, super protective. These have uppers and lowers, same as the black Islanders pants do. These don't go that high on the sides like I prefer, but these are, again, super protective, lots of plastic in here. These ones feel more broken in than the CCMs, but they're not quite as protective as the CCMs are, and I've had them for a few years, so that's about it a bit. There's a couple shells down there, but you've already seen them. There's my girlfriend's. Just shoves them down there instead of over there. So that's about it for the pant wall, the pant section. So next, I guess what we'll do is we'll pick up my bag and to see what's actually in the bag. All right, so got a bunch of towels. Not going to bore you with that. A bunch of skate towels. Socks. I have these really nice Bauer socks. They're like these ones. They look like Winnipeg Jets. Got those from a Mod Squad event. Huge fan of those socks. They're one of the better like retail not knit socks that I've used. But anyways, so Sabres Pro Stock socks, my go-to for white ones. I think they're like $5 when I bought them, so they're in there. I think that's it for socks right now. Whatever team I'm on always obviously goes in there, but for the time being, I got nothing. Then have this awesome Barbero bag. So a few things in here. One is on the front, it has a pouch, and inside the pouch is a skate blade. So my bionic skate blades. So if there's something wrong with my skate blades, I can swap it out for the extra set that's in there. So then we'll open this one up, and we'll see what's in here. Skate lace, scissors, emergency garter belt, tape, hockey repair kit. So what's in here is I can get open. I believe it's a helmet kit. I haven't seen it in a while. And I can't get it open, so I ruined this video. There we go. Okay, so screwdriver, stone, and helmet screws. So in case something goes wrong with that, everything's in there. And then tape and screwdrivers to fix helmets and skates. So that's about it for the bag itself. Got a kind of small emergency things in there just in case. Haven't really had to use much, been pretty lucky, knock on wood. But yeah, that's about it. So that's it for that portion. I'll kind of show you really quickly the auxiliary gear I have kind of over on the side and some socks. And then I'll go to the sticks. Alright, so the one thing I forgot is my coaching bag. Sherwood makes these really awesome, really nice bags for coaches. Fits a helmet, gloves, skates perfectly. You can put like a sweatshirt in there. I recommend those if anyone needs a bag. Alright, so coaching gear, pants, jacket. So Bauer X900 Light. I like these shoulder pads just because they're longer, and I liked how this was kind of more protective than the Super Tack, so I went with that. I like the 3-piece here. Could have got the 1X's light, but I liked how this was more. I didn't really want the hard piece right here. I thought this was enough, so I got those. My previous team were called the Maple Leafs, and they were green, St. Patrick's or something. So anyways, I have Dallas Stars Pro Stock socks, so those were up there for that. So right here, goalie jerseys, don't really worry about those. And then I have my two main jerseys I wear are Calgary Flames Pro Stock. This one feels really big. Okay, yeah, so Calgary Flames Pro Stock, Carolina Hurricanes Pro Stock, and then if I want to feel some weird colors, I'll throw in my Team Russia, Alexei Yamelin jersey. Then I have some other just blank jerseys, red jerseys. Down here is all just extra socks. Honestly, it's most of my girlfriend's stuff, and some extra helmet or accessories, like a helmet here. I got some shoulder pad pieces, stuff like that. So that's about it for this section. I'll spin it over to sticks, talk about sticks really quick. Yeah. So it has a bit of a continuity error, but oh well. So these are the sticks that I use for most of my games. Right now I'm reviewing the Jet Speed and the QR Edge. I think I'm getting another one of these. I won in a contest, so I'll be getting an AS1 or Trigger 3. Because I'm reviewing these, and I haven't really used them enough because of my wrists, they're my two go-tos. And the other one, in the other video, you'll see like kind of the other sticks, and they're in order. So anyways, right now, for what's in the bag for me is the Covert QR Edge and Jet Speed are the two ones I use. And these other sticks here are the sticks that my girlfriend uses. So don't worry about those. Alright, so I always find sticks are a little hard to show off just because of horizontal video, vertical video. So you saw my continuity error with my previous sticks, the ones that I'm using now. So these are all the leftover sticks. So I'm going to go over them just really quick. These ones is a prototype STX. As you can see, it's in the wrong hand. It was made for Matt Molson and signed by him too. This was given to me at a Mod Squad event. So this is kind of a collector's keepsake. Won't ever use that. Have a broken stick that I plan on doing some testing for, like protection testing, stuff like that. And then I found this awesome Easton Cyclone at a store for 10 bucks, and I love the color of it, and I grew up playing in net against people using Cyclones, so I was like, yeah, I'll just get it. It was 10 bucks. There's road hockey sticks over there, so it's not important. Okay, so my next stick in my list is CCM Trigger 2. This is one of my favorite sticks. So this one, if I move away from the Jet Speed and the QR Edge, I'll go back to the Trigger 2. Huge fan of it. Hope to get a 3 and try that one out. My next favorite stick is probably the Bauer Nexus 1N. So this is the Gen 2 version, the chromed up one. Not a huge fan of the 2N Pro, to be honest, for my usage with it. I like this stick better. So that one, again, these are kind of going in order of favorites. Well, sort of. Okay, then we have Sherwood T120. I love this stick for the value. This cost me 100 bucks and it's fantastic. It's also one of my favorite curves, which it is. As you can hopefully see, if I can't get it, it's on the other side, sorry. My favorite curves, which is a Lindstrom curve. These ones are called PPO, PPO5, somewhere in there. Yeah, sorry, PPO5. I love the heel curves. I don't like the square toe, but I love the heel curve of the stick, so I have that there. Next is my Sherwood Wrecker EK60. It's kind of my Like, it's one of the better sticks. It's been very durable for me, and if I need a really chippy game, I'll kind of pull this one out and the next one out, because I don't really care if they break anymore, but I'm a fan of this stick. I think Sherwood makes some really good value sticks. This one was a little bit more expensive, and now they're getting back into the better value. Then we have Warrior Alpha QX. So I got this being a Warrior VIP. I don't really like this stick. I think the feel of it's pretty bad. I can't feel the puck on the blade. It's just not reactive enough. It's okay for slap shots. I felt the blade opening too much on it for it, and snap shots weren't as good as on this as they were the QX and some mid kick sticks I have. So I wasn't a huge fan of this. So this one's my go-to now for chippy games. I'll bring this out because, again, if it breaks, it breaks. Then we have Warrior QRL. I really, really like this stick. This is one of my favorite ones. The trigger kind of passed it, but I was a huge fan of this stick. I got this for Warrior VIP as well. So yeah, that's back there. That's kind of put aside just because I'm a fan of it, but I kind of have things that I work a little bit better with. It's also 100 flex, so it's a bit harder for me to shoot. So I just grabbed that stick. I have clearly too many. Next, I have my original CCM trigger. I loved this stick. I really loved the graphics on it, the green tint to it. My issue with it was the blade just went kaput on it. So that's why I don't really use it anymore. As well as I took the grip off for the trigger 2 to see how the butt end's grip lasted. So this one's on the back end of just here. Next we have Warrior Covert DT1 ST. So I got this for like $50 on Amazon a few years ago. I actually got 3 sticks. One was my girlfriend uses. I have this one, and I have the next one. This one I never really used, but it's longer. So if I end up wanting to go back to the stick, I will. It has an awesome heel curve. It's a W03. I'm a huge fan of that. And they're harder to get now. So it's, again, huge fan of this stick because of the curve. And then we have, so this one is a Pavelski curve, Warrior DT1 LT. So this curve is more of an aggressive heel. Not as big a fan of this curve itself. The stick was great. It was longer, but it went soft on me, so now my shots feel like crap, so I don't use it anymore. That's why it's here. Next we have the Warrior AK. I bought this stick because I loved the velvet grip. That's it. I've used it on the ice once. It was literally because of the velvet grip. Took the tape off so I could shoot inside my house on carpet and stuff like that. But that's it for that one. Easton Stealth RS. This is where everything started. This was the first top-end stick I ever used. I got it for $90 and I went to the US. The border person asked if they had any more when I came back because they didn't believe me it was so cheap. This was probably my favorite stick. I'm going to say ever. The feel of it was amazing. My shot was really great on it. It just went soft, and that was the problem with Easton sticks. But this was the stick that started my love for kind of gear, and is why I have so many sticks here. This one won't be really used anymore because it's gone soft. I don't really want to break it. It's kind of just a collector piece for me now, or my history piece type thing. This one, Easton Mako. I kind of wanted just to get the other matching one with the RS. I found this like last year, I think. Just sitting at it, or 2 years ago, sitting at a store for like $80. So I figured I'd pick it up just so I have the matching RS and Mako set. So Winwild GX. So look at the taped one. So these are heel curves. These are like extra stiff sticks, so like 110 flex. I can't flex at all. This is kind of my, if I need to break someone's stick. I'm kidding. I'm not. But I can get this stick out because it's an absolute beast. These were like, I think 2 for $80, which is a ridiculous deal for this stick. The only problem is, again, I can't flex this. I bought this because of a review I read online. The Christen no longer does reviews. It was one of the best review hockey sites. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. I can't remember what the site is. I lost the bookmark. But I bought this stick because of them. So I have 2 of them for that. Verbero, I think this is a Vara Pro. I got this to review. I hated it. I could never feel the blade. Didn't shoot that well. It kind of looks ugly. This wasn't a great stick. The blade was way too short on it. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of this one. That's why it's way back here. Don't really use that. This was my second composite stick ever. It was a Sherwood T70. It's heavy. It's awful. But yeah, it's one of the older sticks I had. Again, one of the first composite sticks I had. There was a buy one, get one free on that, and I broke the other one. I had an extension the other one, it just broke off because of I was flexing the weird spot. So that's brother, is the only stick I've ever broken as a player. So this was the first composite stick I ever got. It was a Bauer Supreme HC, got from Sport Check for like $50. Love the color of it. It's absolutely awful. It's the worst thing I've ever used in terms of sticks. But what can you expect for $50? It looks cool, so there's that. So the rest are my girlfriend, so I won't talk about those. So that's it for the sticks, and we'll go to a conclusion. If you're still watching this video, thank you very much. Oh, I forgot one thing. Socks. Player socks. So I use Tough and Light Hockey. They're super, super thin. There's these really thin ones where you can see my toes through it. I've always had issues with my player skates and fitting on the width of my forefoot and for depth. So if I go any bigger with these, my feet absolutely kill. So I only wear Tough and Light. I have 2 pairs, and other pairs upstairs. They're black. But anyway, so that's it. But now I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. This is What's in Your Bag 2018 for Player. If you're still here after the beginning, you're crazy for watching all this, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hopefully it was kind of cool inside of my gear, a little bit of why I wear them or what I think of some of my equipment. I will try to do this next year. It's kind of hard to get all this stuff together and set it all up because I have too much of this stuff. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below or reach out to me. And I hate to say this, remember to subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Helps me get gear so I can do reviews on and talk about this equipment and kind of help people with their purchasing decisions. But anyways, take it easy. And again, thank you very much for watching.